So we're going to remove the radiator, guys, because that's definitely leaking, so we need to change that. So first we'll drain the coolant. Can you see that white tab here? That white tab, you need to turn it and release the coolant. Wait, let me just get a plier. Yeah, of course. So the coolant is releasing right now. Let's remove the cruise control box. So 3 10mm bolts for the cruise control box, one here, and one over here. You just have to remove the 2 10mm bolts from the radiator fans and it should come out. So 2 10mm bolts to remove the radiator fan, one bolt here, and there's one bolt here which I just removed. You need to remove this reservoir and the hood latch if you need to remove the fan. So yeah, let's do that then. So next we need to remove the hood latch. There are 3 10mm bolts, 1, 2, 3, and this should come out. Next we need to remove these 2 bolts, one 10mm bolt here and one at the bottom, so you can remove this bracket off. As soon as you remove this bracket off, the radiator fan should come out. I removed this point from here, it came from inside, so this can be moved away. You need to remove this bar as well. There is 4 10mm bolts which you need to remove. As soon as you remove it, this will free itself and you can remove the fan out. You need to remove this cable from here. Oh, that's it. That's how you get the fan out. So this is how the damage looks like. You know what, let's remove the radiator. Now as soon as you unclip and remove the 2 radiator hoses, the radiator should come out easily.
Remove the two AC compressor lines and the condenser will come out. So some bad news, unfortunately I got the wrong radiator for the Celica. The automatic Celica actually has transmission oil cooler lines, but the radiator that I got is from a manual Celica which does not have the transmission oil cooler lines.
One radiator hose is here. It comes from the thermostat housing. The new hose for that is this part number 16572-22020. So this hose will come here on the thermostat side from thermostat housing, and the other hose, that's part number 16571-22050, that comes here. It comes from just underneath the OCV. See this hose. I need to remove this hose and install the new one. So this is that hose. So let's go ahead and install it. As you can see, this hose is bulged up, so it's no good. It might fail in future, so it's better to replace the radiator hoses. So it's actually pretty cool. Toyota themselves marked it yellow on one end and white on the other. So what it means is white comes on the radiator part and this one comes on the engine side. So that's pretty cool. It's the same thing with this hose as well. It's yellow marked on top, so it goes on the engine side, and this white part goes to the radiator side. So anyways, let's put the clamp inside this and then we'll install it. We need to remove this hose. This is the second radiator hose. So I'm still struggling to get the radiator hose out, so I just removed this connector. Once you move this out of the way, you can remove this clamp, because this clamp is actually holding on to the radiator hose. Try to remove this because I'm not able to remove this thing. I need to try and remove this clamp, else it will be difficult while installing it. But it doesn't want to move, which is not cool, man. So tough. Because even if I manage to remove it, I won't be able to install the new one until I remove this clamp. So I finally got the radiator hose out. I couldn't get this clamp out, but I was able to wrestle the radiator hose out of that clamp. So now I freed the radiator hose. Now all we have to do is just pull it out, I guess. I think it should be easy from here. There's two clamps, one clamp here and one clamp on top. So you got the hose out now. Just need to pull it out without damaging anything. Hooray! Got the radiator hose out. Now I'm not sure how I'm going to put the new one in, but we got to do it. I think the dots represent where the clamp should go. So one clamp comes here and this clamp should come here. So we'll remove this. The clamp here. Okay, so one clamp come here and the other clamp is in there. So the mistake that I did previously was when I inserted this clamp, I removed this thing before inserting it inside, and then what this does is, as soon as you release it, it holds on to the hose tighter. You should release this red thing only after you install it. Don't release it before that. That was a mistake I did with the first hose that side. So hopefully with this we don't do that. Let's wipe this down and we can apply some WD-40 around it so it's easier for the hose to go in. Now all we have to do is insert this clamp for the radiator hose, like so, and insert this all the way in. Yep. Insert this hose in. Okay, so the radiator hose is all the way in. Now all you have to do is push this clamp all the way in. Okay, and now we'll have to release this red color clip and see what happens. So I'm going to release the red color clip now. I think I'm just going to put this cloth in. Hold it with the cloth. Oh, that's it. So as soon as you move that clip, the clamp will expand and it will hold on tight. So this is the easiest way to put this radiator hose in. Phew, anyway, that's done. So yeah guys, I got my brand new radiator. I'm going to open it right now. So it's from ASI Performance and it's for the automatic Celica. It's come well packaged actually. So this is how the new radiator looks like. It looks really good. It also comes with the lines for the transmission fluid. These are the lines for the transmission fluid. The transmission fluid lines come in two sizes. One is the longer one and one is the shorter one. You'll have to install the shorter one here and the longer one at the bottom over here. And that can be tightened with a 19mm spanner like this. So I'll be tightening it only after I install it inside, because I might need to adjust the hoses. Let's transfer the rubber bushings from the old one to this. So I got this from the old radiator. So first we need to install the fan onto the radiator. Two screws for this, so tighten the two screws. So we install the fan on the new radiator. Now we can install this whole assembly together. So that's it. Now all we have to do is install this bracket. So this is how it looks after you connect the radiator fan and the condenser. Tighten all these 10mm bolts and nuts. These 10mm bolts, 1, 2, 3, and there should be one here as well, but for me, since it's bent, it's in by 2mm, so I'm not tightening that now. So next we'll be connecting the upper and lower radiator hoses. This upper radiator hose, that lower radiator hose, and these two transmission fluid lines. So yeah, let's do that. We need to remove this clip only after you install the hose, because it tightens itself once you remove it. So like, just put it in like so. Insert the hose. Now just remove this clip and that thing should hold tight. That's it. So it's so simple. It's pretty tight. So we'll do the same for this side as well. So we'll be installing the new radiator hose clamps, these ones. We'll install the lower radiator hose clamp. Install the hose. Yep, got it. Okay, next we will be connecting the transmission fluid lines. The longer nozzle must come on top, so the shorter one goes at the bottom. Connect the hose first into this and then install it. That's much easier. Next the top one. So that's it guys. I connected both the transmission fluid cooler lines. One is on top here and one is at the bottom there.
So next we'll be installing the coolant reservoirs bracket. There are 3 10mm bolts, 2 on top and 1 at the bottom.
Next we'll connect the fans connectors, one over here and this one over here. That's it, and I think this is a MAF sensor.
And that's it for this episode of installing the radiator and condenser on the Celica. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please do hit the like button and do consider subscribing to my channel if you haven't done already. And until next time, this is Dan signing out. Bye bye.